inside Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
There we go, Pac-Man. 180! Watch us slap, watch us slap.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. Bang, 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 bang. Let's go, Great.
From the gun, it's Wentz. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
Eagles first down.
Go. 180!
Watch my 4. Tighten up. Pull it together.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, this is Howard. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
There we go, Pac-Man. 120!
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. This is caught by Jackson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 30.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the red zone now, Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Quan Alexander able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Throwing is Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. He's going to take it, and this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage. Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal. And this one a 41-yard attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Herbert. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
I got it. Sit up. Ready.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 13. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
53's Mike. Check. 53's Mike. Here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, they have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. On 1st down, here's Breida. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
brings up second and goal at the Eagles' 3-yard line.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
With the score, Eagles 3, 49ers nothing.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal. On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their future. As they look ahead to the offseason, what spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
On second down now, it's Howard, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Smooth. Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Converge.
Hatchet. Hatchet.
61. Matchbox light.
Off play action. Herbert. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for the Niners. 51 yards. Well, a big play like that looks familiar, doesn't it? Like we saw it a week ago, reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Nothing wrong with being explosive. Nothing wrong with being electric. Nothing wrong with carrying it over from the previous week off to a really, really hot start.
Now this throw caught left side. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
50, plant. Check. Hey, Charlie. Big grip.
On first down, Herbert, he's going to go up top for the end zone. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play, and guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Got it.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Let's go.
Throwing again. Herbert looking middle, and it's incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Hey, exit. Go.
On 3rd down, Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
54. Pick it up, guys.
6.7.
Running from the gun with Howard. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
54. Oh, you got deep. Watch the safety creep. Run.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Ooh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Now, after the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. That's returnable for Craycraft.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wentz. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They run with Howard. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing now is Wentz. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Niners will take over at the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Herbert looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And the 49er, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot.
From the gun, Herbert. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
You don't want none. 53 the mic.
What? Squeeze.
All day, punk. Kill.
2nd and long. Looking deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, third down here. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, orbit.
5-2's the mic. Mike 5-2. Mike 5-2.
I got you. I got you.
Operating from the gun. Herbert going up top. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Now a timeout signaled for him. They'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
60 yards. Complete to Marquise Goodwin. First and goal at the 2-yard line.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
Hey! Greystone, travel. Now.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Deebo Samuel in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This will be taken in at the 1. And an alley to run. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. That'll go down as a 99-yard kick return. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
14 yards there and an Eagle first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Empty.
Wentz now to throw. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A big pickup there for the Eagles first down, 18 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Wentz going to throw. That's caught by Jackson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Right there, 56. Hey, let's get some penetration here.
On first down, it's Howard. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Again, it's Howard. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Let's go.
Trying to punch it in with Howard. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Watch 54. Man, I got you.
They'll try to run this one in, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jordan Howard with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles get a score closer. Now Steven Gostkowski on for the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Makes the score Niners 24, Eagles 12. Steven Gostkowski set to kick off.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Too little, Captain.
Bravo.
Check. 53.
Get it.
To throw again. Herbert. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Check the hey. Wahoo. Under grip.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Herbert. Jannard Avery. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Here's Jackson. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Running with Howard. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarkrisky Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Tight end right, tight end right. Even, 4 down.
Go.
Check.
Hey, high 7. Let's go.
Back to throw. Herbert going for the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there for the Niners. 42 yards.
49er 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Tighten up.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Herbert toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Herbert nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down.
Slam.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
From the gun, Herbert. And he fires one that's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Check 50.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. And a tackle there by Quan Alexander.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Waiting.
Yo.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Nick Bosa in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
3rd and 15.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. In his own end zone, it's Wentz. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You've got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Now Wentz. That's complete to Arcega-Whiteside. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On the delay, it's Howard. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead, or do you try and extend it?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he's going to go down again. Jannard Avery able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Here we go.
Trey 15, Trey 15!
54's Mike, 54's Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Right side caught by Jackson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Here's Wentz to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
6 guys. Two jet.
Now Wentz. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Open man is Arcega-Whiteside. And he does not get to the first down marker as they stop him at the 19. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now Wentz. Got his man. It's Arcega-Whiteside. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. On 1st down, Wentz. And it's caught. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. On 1st and goal, Howard. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go. 120.
They'll try again with Howard. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. From the gun, it's Wentz. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And all the way up to the 37-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
So the victory here for San Francisco, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.